And hey guys, it's Caleb from JC Sports, and welcome back to another episode of Caleb Asks the Pros. Today I'm interviewing Nichelle Prince. Nichelle Prince is a pro soccer player that plays for the Houston Dash in the Women's Soccer League, and also is part of the Canadian national team. Nichelle has played internationally on the Women's World Cup France in 2019 and in the Summer Olympics in 2016. Nichelle, would you like to say a couple things about yourself for the people that might not know you?
Hey Caleb, thanks for speaking with me today. Yeah, that was a good intro. A little bit more. I play on the Dash. This is going to be my fourth season with the Dash. I love Houston. It's become a second home to me. I was born in Toronto, Canada, and I have a big family that still lives there. I have two sisters that also played soccer and are now a big support system for me. So yeah, that's a little bit more about me.
So, how did you become interested in playing soccer?
I started playing soccer when I was 4 years old. My older sister was playing, and that's why my parents put me in. And I was kind of like a shy, quiet kid. So when I started, I was a little nervous and like I didn't really want to play. But my parents just like put me in and kind of told me, if you don't want to play after this game, you don't have to. But I ended up loving it, and ever since then, I've been a soccer player, and I haven't turned back.
So, did you play any other sports growing up?
My parents put me in a few things. I did gymnastics for a little bit. I did figure skating. And then track was the one that I really stuck with for till I was in high school. My dad was my coach actually. But I ended up obviously choosing soccer. I just always had a bigger passion for soccer, and I love the game. I just love being on a team. So I played a few, but soccer was definitely the one I loved the most.
So, what position do you play, and what is your favorite position to play?
So I'm one of the rare few that have played the same position for my whole life. I am a forward, and I've always been a forward. I've always loved scoring goals, just being a part of the attack. So yeah, it's very rare that someone plays the same position their whole life, and I've been lucky enough to get to play the best position ever, forward. So yeah.
So, is there a difference playing in the Summer Olympics and the World Cup?
Yeah, there is a difference. I always dreamed of playing in the Olympics when I grew up, or to just participate in the Olympics. I never knew what sport I really wanted to do because I ran track for a long time and was playing soccer. I didn't know where I was going to go in my sports career, but I always knew that I wanted to be an Olympian. And so the Olympics is just a different experience because there's a ton of different athletes from all around the world that you're kind of same because you are athletes, and athletes have the same kind of journey in a way, but also it's very different than soccer. And so it was really cool getting to be around different athletes with different experiences and different backgrounds. And then with the World Cup, it's just more, I think, it's just different because it's just soccer. So um, the whole the whole event is kind of centered towards you and what you do, and so that's kind of the difference of what the Olympics would be and the World Cup would be.
So, did you get to walk out on the field and do the flag thing, like how all the countries just walk out on the Olympics stadium and
Yeah.
just stand there, like walk around the?
Yeah, so we unfortunately with soccer, it's a little different than the rest of the sports. We start a few days before the opening ceremonies, and so unfortunately, because our tournament's already begun before, we aren't able to participate in the opening ceremonies, which obviously is like unfortunate because it's such a big part of the Olympics. If anyone's ever watched the Olympics, that's like what you get ready to watch. Like it's a huge event, and all the athletes are there, and everyone's so excited. So you don't get to participate in that when you're in the soccer event, but we actually do get to do the closing ceremonies, which is a whole different experience and vibe because everyone's done their events, the stress is gone, like the pressure is away, and you're kind of just like thankful for the experience that you got, and you get to finally celebrate it. And so no, we don't get to the opening ceremonies, but we are able to walk and do the closing ceremonies.
So, were you nervous on your first World Cup game? And if you were, what did you do to calm down?
Yes, I was definitely nervous. It's an event that you talk about for your whole life that you want to be a part of. And obviously, you anticipate it coming, but once it's really there and you're playing in front of all these people, and like a lot of people are watching you on TV, and it's like the biggest event that you've been working for, it does get nerve-wracking. So I definitely was nervous, but I tried to just calm myself down and realize, okay, like, yes, this is a big event, but it's just another game. I've had hundreds and hundreds of games throughout my career, and I just try to focus on my teammates around me and the game and like what I intentionally want to do on the field, and kind of just block everything else that's going on.
So, I want to share a quick video with you.
Okay.
Sinclair at the back post, has hit the woodwork again, and the follow-up is put in by Nichelle Prince, and that'll do it for Canada. There's no coming back now for New Zealand. And the referee blows her whistle.
So, did you see that?
I did, yes. It's a good memory.
How did you feel scoring that goal?
It was one of the best feelings in the world. Like I said, like being at the World Cup is something that you always dream about and you pretty much work your whole career to get to. And I had visualized that moment for a really long time of what it would feel like, how it would look, how I would celebrate after scoring in the World Cup. And so to actually having it happen, and like, yeah, it's a really fulfilling feeling, and there's no words to explain it. It's like it's really it's not a I've scored a few goals in my career, but that's definitely like one of my favorite memories, and just having my family there in the stands watching, and like my friends and family watching online. It was definitely a moment I'll never forget.
So, you had an assist earlier in that game. Were you expecting to score a goal after? And did you have more confidence after that assist?
Yeah, there's definitely, as a forward, once you start like getting momentum, you're getting shots on goals, you're assisting, you're scoring, it just builds. And I remember like in the first half, I didn't get a lot of opportunities in front of goal. And I remember going into the second half knowing like, okay, like got 45 minutes, like you don't know when you're going to get taken off or like what's going to happen, and just go in and work really hard and try to make something happen. And so once I made that assist, I felt a lot more confident in myself, and I felt like I was like my game was on, and like I was going to make some more happen. And so yeah, it was definitely good momentum for me moving forward in the tournament.
So, are you happy on how far you guys made it in the World Cup?
Definitely not. I think that we could have gone a lot farther. That's what we went out to accomplish, was to make it onto the podium. And so we were very disappointed about how we finished. We felt like we underperformed. And so, that was very hard to kind of take in, and to lead a tournament like that. It was really hard for us to move on from it, but it was definitely a learning experience, that being my first World Cup, knowing, one mistake, 1 minute, and you can be out of the tournament. It's not, you don't get another chance. And in those big moments, like it's definitely taught me, it's all about the details and the little things, because that can either get you winning the World Cup or you're going home. So definitely wasn't what we wanted, but hopefully I'll be at another one and we can have a better result.
So, how are you preparing for the Tokyo Olympics, and are you sad that it's been postponed?
Yeah, so the preparation period is now a little bit different. Originally, obviously, we thought it was going to be like 3 or 4 months away from now. And now it's a full year and a bit more till the Olympics. When I first found out that the Olympics were going to be postponed, I was definitely disappointed, just because as an athlete, you have benchmarks that you make certain goals for certain days, weeks, months leading up to a big event. And so I, like, as an athlete, you kind of have your life planned out, like anyone really, but as an athlete, you definitely have a plan of what you want your year to look like and the goals that you want to reach. And so it was kind of just, yeah, I didn't really have a plan B after that, so you put everything into that, and knowing that, okay, now you have to kind of change your plans and do things a little differently was definitely hard to accept at first. But since then, I've tried to turn it around, and find the positives in the situation. I think, first of all, it's definitely a safer situation that we don't have to, risk our health going to Tokyo and competing. And also just, it gives me now more preparation personally to get better. I have now a full year and 3 months to get ready for the Olympics, whereas, at first it was 3 months. I'm actually coming back from a knee injury that I had a few months ago. And so now knowing, okay, I don't need to rush back. I get to actually make the next few months the best possible few months for preparation. So I'm just trying to, find the positive in the situation and realize now, okay, this is actually, it's not the worst thing. Obviously, it's disappointing, but there's positives in the situation as well.
So how are you training now that you can't train with your teammates?
Yeah, it's been hard to train alone for so long. I've luckily, I've had a few equipment options that I have at home that I can do home workouts with, and stay active and fit. And just going out to the field and using a wall to just pass to myself, and to just do stuff like that. Obviously, our health and safety is the most important thing right now. So training with teammates is not the priority. And I think, like, for athletes at this time, just knowing you don't have to try to break records right now and be the fittest ever. It's really just about staying active, staying healthy. If all you feel like doing in a day is going on a walk, then that's okay. I think it's just, right now, the important thing is just to make sure we're staying healthy and making sure we're not, that we're doing what we can so that we can go back to normal soon.
So for those that are watching and interested in becoming a pro soccer player, can you tell us about some information, like what to do and where to begin?
I would say it's good to have, if you have a dream of being a soccer player right now, then what you should do is just love the game and play it. Just be on the ball whenever you can. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. If you're a young player, you have so much time to become the player that you want to be. I think the reason why that I've gotten to this level is because I love the game, and it was never a chore for me to go out and play and kick the ball around outside, because I wanted to get better. I wanted to just have fun, play with my friends. Like, it was never a chore for me. It was something I wanted to do. And so I would say just never lose the passion for it. I think if you have that passion, you're going to put in the work. You're going to do whatever you have to do to get better and to get to where you want to be. So yeah, that's what I would say.
So now it's time for the game. Today we will be playing impossible decisions. You will get 2 decisions and you can only choose one.
Okay. Cool.
This time, a special guest will be asking the questions, and it is Kalel. Hi.
Well, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
So, this is our first question. Would you rather live in a world without music or a world without internet? No social media, no Google Maps, and no streaming.
Oh man. At first I was gonna say without internet, but I definitely use Google Maps a lot. I'm a little bit directionally challenged, so, but I think overall I would definitely say I would rather have a world with the internet, just because music is something that has helped me in a lot of areas of my world. I mean, for pregame, it hypes me up, it gets me ready for games. When you're not having a great day, a song can just make you feel better. I think, music is a big part of life, and I think it cures a lot of moods and issues that are going on in the world. And so, yeah, I think definitely I would want music in my life more than the internet.
This is our second question. Would you rather to outscore your rival, or would you rather score a winning goal in the last minute?
Yeah, there's nothing better than scoring a winning goal in the last minute. It's a really good feeling to know, that you put your team on the back and you scored that winning goal. So I've had a few of those in my career, and it's a great feeling. So I would definitely say scoring a goal in the last minute.
This is our third question. Would you rather not be able to choose your hairstyle or not be able to choose your clothes?
Definitely not be able to choose my clothes. I would definitely, hair, I think, for a girl, it's a big thing. So I don't think I would want anyone else making the decision for my hair. So definitely someone being able to choose my clothes.
This is our fourth question. Would you rather live in a world without sun or a world without soccer?
Oh, wow. That's a hard one. That's hard. I think I would rather live in a world without the sun, just because soccer has brought so much joy in my life, has brought me to so many amazing places. And yeah, I wouldn't be the same if I didn't have the sport. So a life without sun.
This is our fifth question. Would you rather win the World Cup and sit on the bench, or lose the World Cup and play?
I think I would say I would rather sit on the bench and win a World Cup, because winning a World Cup, it's not just about the people who are on the field and get to play 90 minutes. It takes the whole entire team, and it's the journey that gets there. And I've been a part of teams that I haven't played a lot, and some of the best experiences. And, I've been on teams that I've played a lot, and it wasn't the best. So I don't think, obviously as a soccer player, as an athlete, you always want to be on the field. You want to play. That's like what we live for. But winning a World Cup is something so legendary, and something to be so honored about, and to get to represent your country and do that. I think I would rather win a World Cup than sit on the bench.
This is our last question. Would you rather be invisible or time travel?
Ooh. I would say invisible.
So, thank you for answering all these questions. And is there anything else you want to share with us before I let you go?
Thank you guys for having me. I know it's difficult times right now and uncertain times, but I hope everyone is trying to stay positive, and healthy and safe, and hopefully we get back to normal soon.
So to those who are watching, thanks for tuning in. And if you want to see any of my previous videos, you can go to the YouTube channel JC Sports Houston. You will be able to see other interviews, training videos, and fun sports videos. See you guys next time. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.